single carer, and my family are grown. My children are grown, 3 children, so they live in their own places. So at present, my family looks like myself and 2 foster children, both girls. Mhm. I worked full time with all my fostering up until 18 months ago. I went down to 3 days a week. But I worked for the NHS and they were very easygoing with me. So I was lucky that I had that kind of support from my employer. You know, not a lot of people have that kind of support. I always have my phone sitting at my desk when I'm working, just in case a call is going to come through. When you're fostering, that's what has to happen. You have to be aware that the school's going to call to say, oh, this child is not feeling well, would you be able to come and pick them up? I never missed a dental appointment, never missed a doctor's appointment with any of the 10, never ever. I've never had a break, ever. I think I was meant to be busy all the time. There's never a time where I'm not busy, so I think I accept it because I realize it's part of my life. There's a reason for it. I wanted my children to see where I come from because they're in my home. So the first place I take them is to the Caribbean. So I never had a break. I've never had my children go to respite. They've always stayed with me. It's difficult. They're going to start thinking, oh, why are you not taking me here then? So I have managed to do that, but you know, it's not something that you would expect from everyone, but I just managed to work it out, and I think it's because I'm an individual carer, because if you're husband and wife, and it might be different. Because I have me to depend on, I can make that choice. I'm never ill. I'm always active. I keep myself really healthy and go to the gym and eat healthy. You know, introduce the children to some healthy eating. They can have their bad habits because that's how it is, but you can also shove some of the good habits in until next thing you hear, you're listening in and they're saying, oh, you know, guess what I have? I had spinach and broccoli. They're telling their friends. And you know, when you mix it with this, it's really nice. And I'm a fashionista. I know what's in fashion. And that's through my children. I know what's in fashion. So, you know, let the children be in fashion. Yeah. Let them choose their own clothes. And you got to show the children that you're enjoying yourself. You're happy. I am constantly laughing very loud because there's certain things I find funny and I like to watch. And even if it comes on over and over again, I'd watch that because it makes me laugh. They've got to hear you laugh. And when I'm cooking, I sing any silliness in the kitchen, and they love that as well. All the doors are open, and I'm singing really loud and chopping and cutting. They love that. So all that, you have to have a merry, you know, happy surrounding. So that's me. I think each child is an individual and different, and you need to listen to their story. So for me, I listen to a story because they're always willing to tell you a story. I tend to go with their flow to start with, and I gradually turn everything around, and then you see that they start to listen, and then you know they're listening when they start to come and ask you a lot of advice, and the kind of books they read, and then they develop this thing like, oh, I want to be this, but do this at school. I want to do this. I want to do this when I leave school. Some of them really take time. It depends on the age. Like if they're late in teens, you know, like maybe 15, 16, they've already developed that way about them that it's going to take you a while to turn around. But if they're prior to that, you know, like 11 and upwards, you can really help to mold them into, you know, an amazing young lady, young man.